Hi, so welcome to the live stream this morning. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael, and Raphael will come through me and speak and give messages based on who listens to this. And just before starting, just to mention, in around an hour from now, the event starts with myself and Jay Brady, which is going to be about going to the root of any issue, any problem, whether it's physical, emotional, or something in your life that feels blocked. So, working with Archangel Raphael and the Archurians to go deep and then clear it. So, that starts in an hour. So, if you'd like to join that, that can be joined by the link on the description via the Gen page or going to Jay Brady's website. Yeah, and one more thing. So I'm starting my first ever course, or rather, Raphael will be doing a course on relationships, and that actually starts this Monday. And if you want to join live, it's 7 UK time in the evening. Otherwise, those who don't join live will be sent the replay. Well, everyone will have the replay. So yeah, so you don't have to be there live. The course will go on for 3 weeks, and then afterwards there's an extra session which will be Q&A. So any questions people have can be answered. Whether they're very personal questions or more universal ones about relationships. So if you'd like to join that, that can be joined by the Gen site. Yeah, so that starts this Monday. So I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. I would like you to know that what I'm seeing at the moment is that energies are very much about going forwards in ways where you are going much deeper. And as a result, there will be a state that you may find yourselves in at times where you are feeling a bit unwell, like there is a lot going on. And that is because energies are clearing. And at the same time, there is a lot of light, there is a lot of very positive energy that is able to take you forwards. So, what I will say is that it is very important at this time to keep going deeper. It is very important to keep clearing energy because through this, new things are able to happen for all of you. It is almost like it is a time where things are able to open up very fast for you when you are ready. But when you are not quite ready, the obstacles will feel to you like they are very heavy, perhaps heavier than usual. And that is because everything that needs to be transformed is coming up. So it will feel to you at times you are feeling quite agitated, perhaps a heaviness that really makes you feel like you cannot do a lot. But as soon as the heaviness clears, you will feel a lot of energy there to take you forwards. So it is that sort of time. And it is also good for you to know that nobody is saying to you, do a lot in your day. It is much more about engaging with what is, being very aware that whatever goes on within you is able to be cleared and new things can happen. I also would like to share with all of you that there are many things in life that may feel to you like they are not able to be resolved. So, one example can be perhaps an ongoing connection you have with someone, perhaps even a parental figure, a son, a daughter, someone who is close to you in that they are connected to you by blood. So, some things in life really may feel to you like they just cannot be resolved, almost like there is an energy of stalemate, like nothing will ever change. And what I will say about these sorts of energies is that it is really good to be aware that ultimately everything finds its right place in life. So everything is resolved. Some things are resolved in quite extraordinary ways. Other things get resolved in a way where over time there is more and more distance between you and certain people, for example, or certain types of energies, till you find that it no longer exists for you. So, what I will say is do not ever feel that things won't change. Always stay in the awareness that everything will be resolved in the right way. Sometimes things are even resolved in ways which at the time feel quite negative, but actually it turns out to be very positive indeed. So be patient, allow things to change in their own way, and know there is resolution for everything. Sometimes, when you are really very much immersed in conflict, it can feel like that will last forever. But all conflict eventually ends. And one way of clearing our problems faster is to clear it your end as much as you can. Whatever is coming from you that is perhaps in some way or another aggravating the situation. So, if you are in conflict with someone and there is something you are doing which makes it worse, such as having a reaction to the other person, getting angry, annoyed, going into a very negative state, then resolve that. And then everything else will happen in its own time. So it is just a reminder that you can do your bit, whatever you are in one way or another struggling with at the moment. I also would like you to know that nobody is really ever going to be fully in the light about all things. Even people who are very advanced on a level perhaps considered to be enlightened, that nobody is always in the light. And that is actually because when you are very immersed within in the light, what happens is that things are revealed gradually over time. So some things take time to see. So it is almost like, for example, you may be immersed in a problem and there may be many different energies there. And first, the layers of energy need to be cleared until the deeper layers are seen. So it is that you may be one in one way or another colliding with people who are very advanced in knowledge, in expertise, who know a lot, who are almost like people who can be considered enlightened. But then what happens is something is not seen, and you can feel very disappointed with that person or with whatever you happen to be following at the time. And it is very important to know that things take time to be fully seen on all levels, that it is that things are revealed in their own time. And the reason for this is that sometimes what is really going on is that there are things that you are learning on a soul level, learning about. So you may be learning, for example, to be able to really stay connected to your own understanding of a situation and to be really connected there before other people can actually see what you are seeing. So sometimes you have contracts in certain areas of your being connected to really finding a deeper connection to yourself there. So, as a result, sometimes some things are not seen straight away, just so you can have that experience of really learning to rely on your own judgment and not always handing over your power to others, people you consider to be more enlightened than you. So sometimes there may be something like this running between you and another person, or generally with the universe where something is not seen, generally because you are meant to really rely on your own judgment. So the universe does not bring you the people or the right type of situations where something is seen out in the open. So I am saying this to some of you, not all of you, but some of you really struggle with this. You feel inside that you experience a lot, know a lot, but it is not seen by others. And then you feel very alone. And I would like to remind you that when you go very deep, you will be able to recognize that occasionally it is like this in life. So you really can learn to trust yourself. Trust yourself over all other things. And eventually, when you are really in that energy, what is real and true will be seen. So it is good for you to know this. The final message I have today is for all of you to remember that there is always going to be a lot of light in the world around moving forwards in ways where there is actually a lot of energy around creating the life of your dreams. That at the moment, this is very much the type of energy that is there in the world where people are living out their dreams, doing what they really want, whether what they want is beneficial to others or not. Generally, it is about people being true to themselves, living their best lives. And because of this, sometimes it can be tempting to compare yourselves to others who may be really enjoying their lives, living their best lives, trying to inspire other people to do the same. And you may feel inside that you are not able to really be living your best life because of the pain you are in, the trauma you have. So, for some people, this type of energy can feel really depressing, actually, because it feels like it is something they cannot attain in this life. Perhaps because of physical disability, physical pain, emotional pain, trauma. And I am saying this again to some of you here to remind you that living your best life is not the ultimate aim, that it is an experience that is important to some people, and that is because they are here to inspire people to do the same. It is because they have been learning across space and time that life is something to be embraced, enjoyed, that they are learning certain lessons, that life can be as they would like it to be. But your lesson may not be the same in this incarnation. It may be that what you are learning about is to go deeper, to really go deep and to clear a lot of trauma and pain and come into the light of oneness. And through this, find peace and wellness. And through this, the right things happen for you. Perhaps your path is to inspire people that they are able to go inwards and resolve a lot of their issues and feel well. But it is important to remember that everyone has their own path. And at the moment, this energy is very big in the world about living your best life. But it is one aspect of the light. It is an aspect of light which is very true, very positive. But it is one aspect. It is not all aspects of the oneness. And at different times, different aspects of light are going to be, in one way or another, really dominating the energy generally in the world. But I will say, ultimately, it is about staying connected to what you are here to bring, what you are meant to be doing on a soul level. And when you do this, you will feel content. You will find contentment through your own path of light, through what you are here to bring. But you will not find peace and wellness and contentment by following someone else's path. It is their path, it is good for them. So it is just a reminder to not get confused between living your best life and living a life that is in alignment. Because what is in alignment for you is not the same as it is for others. So it is a reminder about this. I have no more to say. The week ahead will generally be a very positive one, but it will also be a week where you will be clearing energies away. That is all. Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening, being part of this, and yeah, much love to all of you.